JQ.
Hey, I'm TQ.
This is the Q Brothers talking about stuff.
And we are the Q
Let's start that again.
Yeah.
Okay. Our old TV show name. I just couldn't not say.
Yeah. Hey, I'm TQ.
I'm JQ.
We are the Q Brothers. And today we're talking about a product that's new, and we're not kind of sure what to make of it. Although people are saying good things about it.
Yeah. Cicalfate.
Cicalfate. Is that really how you pronounce it?
That's what the ladies just had a training and told me about.
Okay. Cicalfate Restorative Skin Cream from Avene. Now, the reason why I'm when they showed us this, they also gave us a brochure, a training manual, which showed some pretty astounding photos of the healing properties of this cream.
Which is exciting for a number of reasons, because we're always looking for awesome stuff for skin, and A, and B, like, I have cracked skin that I'm trying everything, and I'm getting the better of it. It's the first time in my life over the past few years, but it's still it's an everyday struggle, y'all.
Yeah.
You know?
No, if people have skin issues, that's a struggle. And then, we talked earlier about kids stuff. It's like when you're a parent, there's no parent who hasn't looked at their kid's face or changed a diaper and seen a really bad, painful, raw skin irritation. That might be from wiping their nose, blowing their nose all the time. It might be from, it might be a burn, cut, scrape from running around playing. It might be some diaper rash that gone haywire.
So what's interesting about this is that they're saying whether the skin is open or not, you can use this stuff.
And we were looking it up.
Wounds,
we were looking it up, and it's been the active ingredient. This Cicalfate has been used internally in ulcer healing because it forms a coating that lets the ulcer actually heal. And other digestive issues, but topically I guess it's working a similar way where it's sort of allowing for wound healing. And they just a quick search of it will show you some pretty serious usages for serious wounds and post-surgical procedures and all kinds of things that didn't sound pleasant and sounded like you would want a good healer for.
Yeah, for sure. So the major ingredients in it are that Cicalfate, right?
Yeah.
And the Avene water, which is in all the Avene products, which is the healing spring water. And then they have a copper zinc mix in there, I think. Is the major thing. So
the thing that we were a little bit weirded out by is just because you talk about aluminum being something that you don't want to put in your body or on your skin, in antiperspirants, because of the bad effects of heavy metals. Although this, the one thing is that we don't know a lot about is that this does have, it is an aluminum compound.
Aluminum sucrose octasulfate. Aluminum sucrose sulfate is that active ingredient. Now, the quick search online will say that, it is minimally absorbed into the body and is mostly...
Even in internal use.
Even when you're taking it for ulcers, they were saying. But, I don't know who I trust on that,
Well, and also I think that in general, that's sort of I'd like to do more research on it. And I think, the thing is, everything that you use, you're always trying to balance benefit gained versus potential, exposure to something that you don't want. And I think that sometimes when things get really bad for skin problems, short-term exposure to something that...
Getting ahead of it can be useful,
Well, that you wouldn't want to necessarily use all the time, every day for your life, might be something you'd be willing to live with, because you walk around outside on a city street inhaling exhaust.
Well, exactly.
We're exposing ourselves to things all the time, so I think some of it is just the idea of there might be times that you need a healer that goes beyond what anything else.
So I've had to, I'm not a big proponent of steroid creams and things, but I've had to use them for moments and for pockets of time because it just got too bad. And one of the things my doctor told me is, I'm like, why would I use that? I build up an immunity and it stops working. And she said, you have to think of it like an antibiotic. and use it only in 10-day chunks, and then you have to give yourself a break or it will not work for you anymore.
Yeah,
so it's kind of an interesting.
And avoid it altogether if you can. But
right. Yeah, but I thought it was an interesting way to look at it, you know. And so now when I have to use it, if it's like changing of the season, it's usually once or twice a year that I have to use it. I try and use it for as few days as possible and get through that changing of the season, and then
Yeah.
So this. I mean, I'm going to try it. I'll be honest with you. I'm going to try it. I'm willing to take a little risk there on that because I have some cracking in areas that are really painful with thin skin, and I'm going to try it. I'm going to see how it works. So we'll have an after video.
Yeah, we should do
and
that.
I'll talk about sort of my experience with it.
Yeah, and we'll also do a little more research on the ingredient and sort of what the potential effects might be.
Yeah, I mean, because frankly, we use alum block when we shave, right?
You do. I don't really use it.
Okay, so
I will, when I nick myself, use styptic pencil, which is similar kind of thing.
Yeah, so, I mean, that's frankly maybe what it's an aluminum compound that you're putting right on an open cut so that it can heal super quickly. I mean, we didn't even think about that, right?
No, I did.
Oh, you did?
I was thinking, like, that's where I sort of balance out, like, hey, when I nick myself, which isn't that often, but there are some times where it's like, it's not stopping bleeding, and I just want to stop it because I've got life to deal with, and that little bit of exposure to something that I wouldn't normally want to put on my skin, hey, I gotta get out the door.
Well, I think it's actually, I don't know, it's a cool video actually, so because we're just like, we just brought up kind of an interesting inner debate, you know what I mean, that everyone has to have.
Well, you don't have to, but I think it'd be worth doing.
You must. No, I think it's cool, so I'm gonna try it. Let's see how it goes, but more importantly, like, constantly question, and I don't think the answers are black and white ever, so find your line.
The statement, I think you can kind of sum up life that way, Let's get philosophical on this one.
It kind of got philosophical, that's why I was kind of, it's a cool video.
I know.
Alright, well, keep thinking. Let us know what you think. Put some comments below if you want.
We don't claim to have the answers, but we do have some good questions.
And some good products.
Yeah. Have a good one.
See ya.